Hi guys, welcome back to PERIDOT TV. Let us discuss a little bit about Sowore. According to Global Coordinator of Nigerians in Diaspora, under the aegis of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, Frederick Odorige, he decided to share his view on the arbitrary incarceration of former presidential candidate of African Action Congress, Sowore. He said the retired Muhammad Buhari that I know will not release Sowore. He will harden his heart like Pharaoh until something happens. Left with Buhari, Sowore will be in detention as long as Buhari will be in office. Buhari has no respect for the rule of law. He has no respect for the Nigerian constitution either. He strongly believes that he is above the law. He disrespected 5 court orders to release Sambo Dasuki. He disobeyed several court orders to release Nnamdi Kanu. He disobeyed 5 courts order to release El Zakzaki, and who is Sowore? He even disobeyed the order of the ECOWAS court. Buhari's brain is filled with the years of military decrees. Once a soldier, always a soldier. A leopard will not change his spots. The worst attack against democracy is to vote ex-military officers as president, governor, or legislators in Nigeria. He said the only time Buhari respected court orders was when he manipulated the court to proscribe IPOB and Shiite Muslims as terrorist groups. You see, he never said no. I don't think they are terrorists, but he quickly obeyed it. I do not support the division of Nigeria, but I strongly condemn the claim that IPOB is a terrorist group. Buhari's mother died when he was in detention after the overthrow by Babangida. He was not permitted to attend her burial. Therefore, anybody could be detained under Buhari against the rule of law. In his mind, he continually reasons, where was the law when IBB detained me? My mother died and I was able to attend her funeral. People like Ahmed Tinubu and others that Sowore exposed through his publications will further push Buhari not to release him. This was the same way some members of the House of Representatives encouraged Buhari not to release El Zakzaki against court ruling. Either of these 3 things could happen. 1, the tribunal could remove Buhari from office and order the swearing of Atiku Abubakar as president, which of course is not going to happen anyway. As you know, Abubakar Atiku, they've thrown away, the court threw away his application. Deep thinking predicts that Atiku could release Sowore to gain the support of the people, but you know that's not going to happen anyway, and who knows? If Buhari is removed, the military may not want to respect the order of the tribunal or court because they are loyal to Buhari. Now, that will bring about crisis. They could form an interim government with the president of the Supreme Court as interim president, as it happened after the Egyptian revolution. Buhari is a lackey. 2, Buhari could go the Abacha way, and the mourning period could be manipulated in such a way that Senate President could come on board while Sowore remains in detention because Osinbajo will be surreptitiously sidelined. 3, Nigerians could react beyond words. The reaction of Nigerians could catapult a real revolution which will be beyond Sowore, assisted by Nigerians in diaspora as they continue to boo and humiliate Nigerian politicians and their children abroad. The real pressure group will start from abroad because the humiliation will extend to the children of Nigerian politicians schooling abroad, the kids, the future of their life that they hide abroad. The Inspector General of Police and Shehu Garba, spokesperson to Buhari, had insinuated through the media that our movement, known as the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, is a veritable platform now aiding the revolution in Nigeria. This shows that the government believes that Nigerians at home have condoned themselves to romance with hardship, unemployment, and insecurity. The international humiliation of politicians and their children abroad will reach feverish heights. The names of schools attended by their children abroad are reportedly being compiled right now. Nigerian politicians use their children's schooling abroad to launder money from Nigeria. For Sowore to be released by the voices of the Nigerian people, something will happen that will provoke Nigerians equally. We are getting to that level. Sowore's freedom is in our hands as superintended by God. Chains fell when Herod soldiers were asleep. We must switch to anger mode and remain there. In doing so, Sowore will not only be free, but many other issues hindering our national progress will be forcefully addressed. This can only happen if we put aside our basis of fufu like Mama Revolution of Oshogbo, that fufu basin of tribalism, religious ethnicity, and all of these things must be cast away. The questioning of Ekweremadu in Germany, precipitated by IPOB, has raised our consciousness, and we must maintain the momentum. Hate or like them, Sowore and Kanu have carved positive niches for themselves. They brought new consciousness and surrounded themselves for political freedom based on individual belief. I strongly prefer restructuring to the disintegration of our country, Nigeria. Respect my opinion as I respect yours. If not for greedy politicians, we are a blessed country to complain. Though our famous artists and Nollywood actors have selfishly remained silent, this freedom is here and we must have confidence in the victory ahead. We must stay focused, determined and resolute. If not revolution, then what? When we succeed and they read our story tomorrow, our children will not believe that we pass through these roads of thorns. That is according to the coordinator of Nigerians in diaspora under the name Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. So guys, what's your take about all of these that this young man decided to put out there? Let us know that in the comment section. Like oftentimes I say, let everyone be an activist. We are not going to wait for someone to be an activist for us. Let everybody be an activist so that we can all be together. And of course, you know what that means. It means if everyone is in that anger mode and we are activists and we remain so, it means if any activist become president or holds any political office in Nigeria, we will be able to hold them accountable. That's just what it is. Like I oftentimes say, I said there are a lot of people that were activists. Some of them ran out of Nigeria. They went on exile, but right now they are in power. What do you expect? It's like power change hand. Now money is coming to them. They're able to enjoy what the military was enjoying in those days, and they feel like, yeah, now we have opportunity to enjoy ours. So what's your take about this? Let us meet at the comment section below, and while you're that, if you have not done so, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red notification icon bell below so that you will be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.